morning po sa inyong lahat. Happy New Year! It's 2021! Finally! Diyos ko, matatapos na ba ang pandemic? Pulang-pula, di ba? Kasi daw pula is lucky, di ba? Actually, it's lucky daw for the whole year.
Oo naman from the get-go, ang pula naman talaga is lucky and fiery and alive. So, kumusta po kayong lahat? Happy New Year po. At of course, I would like to say, good morning po sa aming dearest USA. It's 11:21 a.m. Pasensya na po, medyo late kami ngayon. But I hope nagtutune in. I'm sure gising na yung iba. It's Sunday morning. Sunday gloomy morning. In the East Coast, umuulan-ulan. Di ba? Yeah.
Medyo cloudy.
Masarap dumungaw sa labas ng Bintana.
Of course. And I would like to say, good evening naman po sa mga tao sa Pilipinas, or good morning na rin kasi it's 12:21 naman AM. Sa PM. AM na rin pala. So pasensya na, madaling araw na pala dyan. Pasensya na, sana po mag-tune in kayo kasi Diyos ko, talagang isa to sa we are so humbled. Hi, Diyos ko, napapanood lang namin to, di ba? Ang aming special guest, napapanood lang namin sa TV. Tapos ngayon, nandito na siya sa harap nating lahat. Please feel free to ask any questions kasi meron kaming part 1 ngayon and may part 2 tayo. Kasi yung part 1 and part 2 mahaba to. Very educational sa lahat. Diba, Jcas? O ikaw naman, Jcas?
Yes! And good morning po sa lahat mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos in different time zones, in different continents, in different dimensions, in different galaxies, in this whole wide universe!
Mars! I know. Magaral-gal ang boses ngayon ni may hangover pa kami kaya nagtutulog kami kahapon. Umaga dito ng Sunday. Nagsimba na ba po kayong lahat? Anyways, before natin, of course, introduce ang ating special guest, we would like to say, of course, sa mga unang nag-comment Hi, Ate Pilar Mateo!
Hi, Ate
We
Pilar.
love you! Happy New Year! Nako, thank you so much for introducing Miss Marites Allen to us. Hello, of course, ang aming Lali Amante, Red is Love. Happy New Year,
Hi,
Bex! Mamaya tawagan kita, ha? Kailangan magkwentuhan tayo, ha? Dahil I need to know yung story mo dyan sa Florida, yung sexcapade. Anyways, yes, Sophia Lim, hi, our awesome neighbors, hello,
Hi,
from Manhattan, New York.
everyone.
Hello, Gomer Estanislao, Beneson, De La Cruz, Madam Dan Obinya.
Social Estanislao.
Dan Obinya. Ang dami nang nanonood. Hello sa inyong lahat. So anyways, hindi na tayo magpapatagal kasi I'm sure they're so excited, di ba? To ask a lot of questions and of course to meet and get to know our special guest for today. Okay.
So, may pa-video po kami. Ito na po siya.
Yes, para hindi na namin tawag dito, wala nang cheche-boretche. Talagang makikita nyo na yung kung paano siya nag-umpisa. And then, of course, marami tayong questions about her life bago niya tayo i-orient sa anong mangyayari sa 2021. Okay, Direk, i-play mo na. Go!
Marites Allen's story is a living proof that success comes to those who dream and give their all to achieve their life goals. Born and raised in Masbate, she went through a difficult life. Yet she managed to get a good education. She had always wanted a better life for her and for her family. After various trials in her life and a failed relationship, she did not allow the difficulties to pull her down. Instead, she knew that something had to be done. Until Marites discovered Feng Shui. She welcomed Lady Luck into her life. She learned to open her doors, allow abundance and opportunities to come in. She went through numerous studies to master the use of this ancient body of knowledge. All of these paved the way for the Marites Allen that we all know today. She has tirelessly advocated the use of Feng Shui to the Filipino people who are dreamers just like her. Today, she has successfully established several stores in key locations of the country and online shops. She is the only internationally certified Feng Shui master in the Philippines and is the go-to consultant of successful businessmen, celebrities, politicians, and A-listers. She has traveled the world spreading the message of good luck through her Feng Shui conventions. Acknowledging the good luck she has had over the years, she continues to spread the message of kindness through charity work. After years of successful Feng Shui practice, she finally launched Frigga Charmed Life, her own brand of auspicious fashion. Through the help of a London fashion team, she designs luck-enhancing dresses and accessories for men and women. Her monthly destiny forecasts include fashionable ways to attract good fortune. In addition to her Frigga home collection for auspicious home and design needs, she has also teamed up with respected jewelry designers to come up with a high-end line of fashion accessories. Each year, Marites Allen spends an enormous amount of time studying the destiny charts and writing her own set of horoscope books for each of the 12 animal signs, in addition to her Feng Shui almanac and planner. Marites Allen remains a testament that hard work and Feng Shui go hand in hand in achieving everything that is good in life. Her story is a perfect example that no matter what your situation is, the elements around you will conspire. The stars will always align if luck is on our side. Today, Marites is happily married with 4 lovely children. To a lot of people, Marites Allen is the personification of Lady Luck herself. Many have shared their personal stories of success through her help. Many are still waiting to unfold.
Yes, the new year is finally upon us, and uncertainty is still in the air. We certainly need all the help and guidance to maneuver 2021. Here's another Feng Shui episode to serve as our blueprint for the year of the ox. Here to give us more guidance and more good energy this 2021 is the Philippine Feng Shui Queen, Miss Marites Allen!
Wow! What a grand welcome! Hello from London to New York. And
Hello from New York.
Hi! How are you
Kumusta?
guys? Thank you for having me.
Oh my
It's an
God, it's an
honor to be
honor.
here.
It's an honor. Oh my God, trust me, it's an honor
For us to have you.
Ay, napapanood
And I
ka
love
lang
your
talaga
color.
namin.
Look at our colors. Very vibrant.
Diba? Oo nga eh.
Ako kasi wala na akong red. Nasa labahan.
Perfect. Now, you know what? That complements, your color complements. Because remember the story of the yin and the yang, right?
Pwede rin pala.
Color. So perfect. So today is a perfect day. So thank you for having me.
Oh my God,
Yes.
thank you so much. Pero alam mo, ang dami-daming na-excite. A lot of people are so excited to know, what's gonna happen for 2021. Pero of course, before that, and we seen the video of how you started and all, kwentuhan mo nga kami. Pero before that, kailangan muna nating mag-cheers.
Oh, yes,
I-welcome ka
cheers,
namin.
I get the demo. You said I have to have a wine. So I have my Pinot over here.
Yes. Oo.
And, it's 4 p.m. in England, so it's very cold and wintry. And it's dark na at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know it's dark na.
We need
Uy,
wine,
Miss
so cheers.
Yeah, Miss Marites, sabi ni Direk, i-refresh daw kasi nag-ano ka daw, nag-froze. Tapos, ipaki-close daw po yung
sige.
ibang mga tabs. Oo, mga ibang tabs na
Okay.
naka-open. Sige.
Everything is closed na. Everything is closed. Is that okay?
Oo, refresh na lang daw, i-refresh na lang.
Okay. So hang
sige.
on.
Yes. Ang ganda niya, oh. Grabe, mukhang Barbie. Mukhang Barbie
No.
dot. Mukhang
I don't know.
Barbie dot.
It's okay na. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Oo, ano pa din eh, refresh eh, no?
Ay, exit na lang tapos come back.
Oh, exit na lang, Miss Marites, tapos come back na lang.
Sige.
Ganun na lang siguro.
Okay,
Oo.
sure.
I'm sure ang dami-daming Diyos ko nag-aabang.
Yes.
Lord have mercy, napaka-swerte natin. Uy, cheers, Lali! Uy,
Vodka.
tawagan kita, Bex, ha? Kwentuhan mo ko ng iyong, escapade sa Florida. Diba ang sarap nagbakasyon sa Florida? Nakabalik ka na, Bex?
We're gonna ask Lali ano yung mga sinubo
Ay, no,
niya.
Ate Pilar, no. Yes, very proud. Oh, naiyak ka talaga. Ay,
Ano,
no.
umiinom ako?
Ay, sorry,
Hindi
sorry.
na buhos? Oh my God.
Nag-vodka daw siya. Ayan! Ayan na, ayan.
Okay.
Yes, okay na, okay na.
Ayan, okay na siya.
Ayan, cheers tayo.
Okay, cheers na muna tayo, ha? Okay, go. Let's go. Okay. Alright, we would like to welcome you. O sa sambayan ng Pilipinas po at sa aming dearest USA, we would like to welcome Miss Marites Allen.
Welcome to
Over a Glass or Two. Cheers!
Cheers. Thank you. And cheers to the best of the new year, 2021.
Yes, of course. Okay. So, Miss
Wow.
Marites, picture daw tayo. Meron kaming photo op dito,
sige.
photo op. Kasi,
Okay.
yung dali mo yung, yan. Okay. Okay, go. Teka ha, hintayin natin siya. 1, 2, 3. Ayan.
Ayun, ang ganda. Itag mo ako, ha?
Oo, of course. I-add kita ha, Miss
Yes.
Marites. Okay, so kwentuhan na tayo.
Thank
So,
you.
how did
Thank
you started?
Okay.
Paano ka nag-start? Pero,
Game,
yes.
I'm all yours right now.
Yes. Ayun, medyo
Okay,
okay.
how did I start?
Yung pala, sorry, naglalag, no? Naglalag
May
pa rin.
latency.
May latency. It's okay. Yeah. So, how did you, kanina okay, no?
Okay.
Yeah, amo na, ganun talaga eh. Yeah, maya-maya magiging okay yan.
is it okay
Let's pray. Yes, okay na. Yes. So, paano ka nag-start, Miss
Yeah.
Marites Allen?
Well, I think, not I think, but it really was, I had so many trials in life. Life was very difficult then. And so, apart from, I'll always say this, that I always begin and end my day with prayers. So, amidst of everything, and then I have a I would say, it was a very big trial in my life. I lost my mother in a tragic accident. The boat was caught on fire, and my mother was one of the casualties. So I don't know if nadinig niyo yan, but back in Cebu, there was nasunog yung barko. My mom was one of the casualties then, yes.
Oh,
And then
wow.
after that, so I was also annulled from my first marriage, and I had 3 small kids, very, very young kids. So sabi ko, parang ang daming malas sa buhay ko.
Yeah.
So this is when I started talaga seeking for a change. And this is when I started doing Feng Shui. And after that, alam mo, it's really been, I had been very, I would say, testimonial on how Feng Shui can really change our lives. At saka, syempre, isa pa dyan, ayoko maging poor. I have been
Oo,
so poor in
syempre,
my
yes.
life.
Oo.
I like that.
I knew how it felt. Hey, be practical, right? So it's
Yes.
like, I know how it feel to not to have money and be very oppressed with life. So sabi ko, I want to change. I want to make a difference. And I really thank the Feng Shui. And of course, I have not forgotten, I pray always. I really make sure that, I'm very connected, with the heavens above. But I think I would say the reason why there is Feng Shui, because it gives us guidance. It gives us directions. So it doesn't mean that it will answer anything and everything that you want in life. It is actually a guidance. So it's up to everybody to actually follow that.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So, pero Miss Marites, nung nag-start ka nun, what made you choose? Kasi there's so many, careers that you could choose, di ba? Na pwede mong, doon ka mapupunta sa path na yun. But what made you choose Feng Shui? Did someone, told you na, mag-Feng Shui expert ka? Like, was it like that?
Yeah, actually, what happened was, I was, diba, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, correct? So for
Yes.
me, when it was introduced to me, I have to try it first. Sabi ko, ano ba yung Feng Shui na yan? I'm telling you, for every Feng Shui non-believer then, I'm telling you, I was one of you before. I wanted to become a lawyer. Yes, I wanted to become a lawyer then, but my father cannot afford it. So, so basically what happened was I had to try it myself. I have to test it. I have to question it. Because I have doubts as well. But then to be honest with you, yeah, so when I was doing that, sabi ko, wow, talagang, di ba nga sabi ko nga sa'yo, I was annulled from my first marriage. I had
Yes,
3
yes.
kids. So at that time, hirap na hirap ako. I am a single mother. So sabi ko, I need to enhance my career. So when I started, wearing my lucky colors to work, making sure that when I work, I face my lucky directions. Kasi depende kasi yan sa ating date of birth, we have our lucky and unlucky directions. Right now, talking to you here in London, I'm facing north. North is my personal growth and career. Ayaw mo namang mag-face doon sa east because east is not so good for me, for example. Or, you cannot face west naman because sometimes, parang kung nandito ang swerte, bakit ka doon titingin? So that is what Feng Shui is teaching you. So it's very scientific, yes. So when I was doing Feng Shui, it has enhanced my career. And then after that, sabi ko, okay, I did na my career, I had a good job, and then even my bosses sent me to Ateneo Graduate School of Business in Makati to finish my MBA. So they sponsored my MBA. And then I finished that. Sabi ko, okay, so okay na ako. So the next time I'm gonna enhance is my love. So diba,
love
I
na.
have to enhance my love life. And then, my God. So through Feng Shui, then I also found my love. Sabi ko, my God, the Feng Shui talaga, talaga really worked for me. So, and then, honestly, there was one parang, I would say, it wasn't an obstacle, but it was like parang an eye-opener. Back in Manila, there is this Chinese parang Feng Shui master who stays in that particular hotel. Yung hotel ngayon wala na eh. In fact, hanggang ngayon nandito pa sa akin yung parang Chinese reading niya eh. So sabi ko, so I went to see him. Sabi ko, this was in 1997. Sabi ko, you know what? This is, I've been doing Feng Shui, but somehow I need like somebody like you that could parang reconfirm if he's really the one for me. Is it really a good move to get married to him? Ganyan-ganyan. Alam mo, the Feng Shui master was reading, writing mga Chinese characters, whatever. Sabi niya, no. Even you together, no, cannot be together. Sabi niya. Even if you get married, you will separate. Sabi niya sa akin. So my God, I was so broken-hearted. I was like crying. I was in tears. And he said, this is now my chance to, have a new life and a better life because the person really looked after and loved my 3 kids, making my 3 kids as his own. Tapos itong Feng Shui master na to, sabi niya, no, cannot be. So I left and I was crying. I was devastated. I was like, sabi ko, you know what? In myself, I'm gonna study, the destiny reading. I'm gonna study the Pachi. I'm gonna go to the best grandmasters in the world to study what you have learned. And I'm gonna be better at it or even better than you. So sarili ko yan So I used that. Yes.
To prove him wrong.
Yes. So that is why to those who are watching us right now, always take advantage. You see things not as worst as they are. You make use of it to be better or get something out of it. So honestly, because of that it caused me so much pain and heartache. Alam mo, look where I am now. My 3 kids na, can you imagine my 3 kids now? They are now finished university. One is medicine, one is an engineer, one is a data scientist. And now our 4th daughter is now, she's now 18. So, and we are all dual citizens. We travel the world anywhere. So can you imagine if I have given in to that wrong advice of a Feng Shui master?
Oh, for Feng Shui master. Oh.
Exactly. So sabi ko, you know what? I'm gonna make it as my ambition to help people how Feng Shui can really change somebody else's lives.
Pero Miss Marites, when you mentioned like because of course, mali the computation and all, no. So what do you think? What made you think that you're more? Kasi you became so famous, diba, with the celebrities and all the mga prominent, affluent people really come to you, diba, for an advice. So
Thank
what
you.
made you think like like extraordinary special compared dun sa mga nagpo-feng shui?
Well, I think because we had been around. This is now my 16th year in the
Oh
feng shui
wow.
business. So it's really like making yourself available sometimes, but you know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So wherever, like, look at this now. Thank you so much, guys, for bringing me to the US. I mean, United States is one of the biggest markets for our Friga Lucky Charms. So to those who are
Oh.
watching, thank you so much for your support. In fact, because of this pandemic, I mean, look at this.
Mhm.
Isn't it an advantage that now we met each other? You
Actually,
beautiful
yes.
people.
Is it?
If
Yes,
I
it is.
Yeah.
if
It
I go
is.
back to New York, I'm now so happy. Oh my God, I'm gonna come and see you. And you
You
come
have
to
friends like
London, you
us.
can see me. Diba?
Automatic na yon.
Automatic. Yes.
Yes. So I think I would also say this, guys, that there's such a thing as karma. It responds to you what you put out there. So that's the reason why we are connected with each other. Kaya nga some people, when they say, oh, I don't believe in feng shui, I mean, let me siguro digress back. There are three types of luck. This is the feng shui 101, over a
Oh,
glass or
yes,
two.
yes, yes. R2.
Okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we're
By
starting.
the way, I
Yes.
love you, Miss Pilar. Okay, so sabi ni Miss Amanda daw, can't wait to get the almanac for
For
2021. Oh my
2021.
God.
Yama, yama, ya. Yes, ayan
Nandito na
yun, no?
yan.
Tingnan mo.
I-discuss natin yan. You can get it from
Yes.
sweden.co.uk. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
there are three types of luck. Three, ah. The
Okay.
first one third is what you call the heaven's luck. Heaven's luck. Some
Heaven's love.
people are born, mayaman ka na, maganda ka pa, kagaya mo, Jessie, sobrang puti mo, as in,
Hala.
ganda-ganda mo, di
Oh,
ba?
heaven's luck
So,
talaga
you
tong
know what I
katabi
mean?
ko.
Hindi. I wish.
Sasampalin ko na to eh.
I
So,
wish. I
ibig sabihin,
wish. Oh.
parang, this is something that is God-given, preordained, and cannot be changed. So, I always put the example of my good friend, Lucy Torres Gomez, di ba? Ang ganda-ganda niya,
Oh
matangkad,
my God.
maputi,
Yes.
mayaman, magwapong asawa, sobrang bait. You know what I mean? Isn't she like
Yes.
perfect?
Perfect.
So
Yes.
that's what you call heaven's luck. Nandun na,
Oh.
binigay na yan sa kanya ng God. Well, for me, for example, I came from a family of 12. Okay, 12 kami. In fact, 14 daw kami, sabi ng mga kapatid ko. Oo, but
Oh my God.
12 were, yeah. So,
Masipag. Oo.
living ngayon is 11. So, at any given time, mahirap yung buhay namin. Apat kami sa high school, apat sa elementary, apat kami sa college. Hindi ako pwede mag-boyfriend ng fourth year college second semester. Ganun yun. Ganun mga drama ng mga kapatid ko noon. Hindi pwedeng mag-asawa yung kapatid ko kung walang pinapagpatapos ng mga kapatid. So, that is my destiny. I cannot change that. I cannot change my set of parents. So maybe you guys are better off than me. Maybe you grew up in a family which is better than me. So you are lucky. That's what you call the heaven's luck.
Okay.
The second one third is what you call the mankind luck. Mankind, ibig sabihin, this is what you do to yourself. It is because of your actions and decisions. So it was pandemic. What did you do, guys do? You created a fabulous show, right? Why?
Yes.
You can
Mm-hmm.
even reach out to many people. If you opted to be lazy and let the day pass, pandemic ngayon, and maupo ka lang sa bahay mo, what's gonna happen? Nothing, right? So
Yes.
it is your own pagsusumikap. If a train in New York Central Station stops now at this hour, and if you don't board that, maiiwanan ka, di ba?
Yes.
Wala eh. The train will go. So this is
Mm-hmm.
like mankind luck. This is what you do to yourself. Decision mo yan. Whatever happens to your life. Kaya nga when some people say, what have I done wrong? I'm so poor in life. Being poor is actually your fault sometimes. Because you have given the right tools. You have the bright minds, you have the right hands and body and feet to walk. So some people nga, sabi nung isa kong kaibigan sa Manila, Miss Allen, nawalan po ako ng trabaho yung asawa ko kasi ano siya karpintero siya eh. Tapos siya naman, ano po ako, second year high school lang. Ano po yung pwede kong, talagang hirap na hirap po kami sa buhay, ganyan-ganyan. You know what? During the pandemic, she was better off than like an office manager na mga maaarte kasi nagdi-demand pa ng dapat full yung sweldo, dapat kahit sa bahay kami nagtatrabaho, nagsuzoom naman kami everyday. Kailangan full yung sweldo namin. Alam mo yung ginawa ng isang girl na binigyan ko ng advice? This is the real truth. I cannot just give her name now kasi syempre I had to ask her permission. This is the example of a mankind luck ha. I have never said this to anyone but ngayon lang. So sabi ko, why don't we start this? Sabi ko, oh hi, my sister Josie is watching from Iceland.
From Iceland.
Hello, Icelanders.
Hi, we wanna go there.
Diba? And then yung ate ko, she can welcome you in Iceland. Ate
talaga?
New York. Yes. Okay.
Tamang-tama, mahal pa naman doon.
Dumaan muna kayo ng London bago kayo pumunta ng
Ayun
Yes.
din. Sige.
May itinerary na kayo next year. Isama natin si Pilar, of course.
Yes, si Ate Pilar.
Okay, anyway, so mankind na example. Now, this girl, sabi ko, sige, kasi mahirap pumunta sa, what is that, there's a market in Quezon City, in farmers market, something
Farmers
like that.
market. Yes.
Okay, so sabi ko, kasi di ba, nag-pandemic sa Manila, parang isang tao lang pwedeng magbiyahe to go to the market, etc. Sabi ko, I'll send you, i-text ko sa'yo yung listahan, bilhin mo to, tapos ipapapick up ko sa driver. Di ba? Parang ganun. Parang siyang naging personal shopper sa palengke. I'm telling you this, 150 yan ha. Siyempre, natuwa ako sa ginawa niya, kasi nakakapagpamura-mura pa siya eh. So, naging 250. Ngayon, na-recommend ko sa kapitbahay ko. Sabi ko, alam mo, yung yung kausap ko doon, ang galing-galing niya. So, twice a week tayo, fresh pa yung fruits and vegetables. Nakakatulong ka pa sa mga local growers, sa mga fishermen. Magpa-deliver ka rin. So, hanggang yung buong kapitbahay ko, naging 10 kami. So, how much is that? So, that's already like 2,500.
Oh.
Right? Ang ginagawa lang niya is to shop ilang kilong bigas, ilang kilong mga gulay, whatever. Hindi pa yan. Mautak din siya, dear. Nagkaroon pa siya ngayon ng parang, anong tawag nito? Parang commission doon sa mga binibilhan niya ng mga karne. Binibigyan siya ng 10 piso, 20 pesos. Now you multiply that for a week. Now you multiply it for a month. Wow. Kumikita siya halos 50 to 60,000 pesos a month. Ang second year high school. So what I'm trying to say is, you can make a difference in your life. Kahit wala kang puhunan. Dapat maabilidad ka lang. You have your time. So this is what I'm trying to say. So heaven's luck, mankind luck, and then the final 1/3 is Feng Shui. This is what you call the earth luck. So ngayon, year of the ox na. Ang maswerte animal sign, si horse. Maswerte dyan si rooster, the star of the year. Si tiger, si ox. So, because it's your lucky year, make use of it. Kung ikaw naman ang medyo mamalasin this year, parehas ni rat, meron kang problema sa illness, then kailangan mo lagay ng mga pangontra. Si sheep, kasi kalaban niya si ox.
Yes.
So dapat maging extra pangontra siya. Tapos naman si sheep and monkey, maiinit ang ulo. Pwede kayong ma-involve into like legal problems. So dapat meron ka diyang parang peace and harmony amulet. Si dragon and snake naman, meron kayong tinatawag na misfortune. So meron kayong meron kayong parang pangontra rin na 5-element pagoda. Pero mamaya na yan, in advance.
Mamaya yun.
That's good to hear.
Yes, yun.
Lang yan, patikim. So what I'm trying to say is, this is the 3 types of luck. Heaven, earth, and mankind. So therefore, Feng Shui is only 1/3, but yet it's very powerful. So if you don't practice that, tamad ka na nga, nabuhay ka pa sa hirap na pamilya or mayamang-mayaman ka, tapos nagdroga ka or you just squander the wealth of your parents, hindi ka pa naniniwala sa Feng Shui, o paano na? And of course, above all this, I always say this, pray. Always begin and end your days with prayers,
With
because
prayers.
all
True.
of these blessings are from Him anyway. God will not put me where I am now because if He did not give it to me, right?
Yes.
Right,
Yan.
yes.
Pero
So,
Miss Marcos,
yan.
may question ako. What about yung sinasabi nila na pag ano ka daw, if you're like this sa pera and yan may madamot, ang luck daw, totoo ba yun? Ang luck medyo mabagal sa'yo. Pero pag if you're a generous person, a compassion person, it's mabilis kang sige, sige, sige. Yung luck, yung good vibes daw,
Yes.
papasok. Is that true?
It's how do you call it? It's what you give out there will also come back to you. It's about karma. That is why, when people say, like, for example, for me, like, Miss Allen, how do you wear your charm? So I wear my ultimate mantra, medallion, I bangle here in the left. This is my left, opposite tayo eh. So
Okay.
remember when you buy something, di ba, when you give something out to your right and you receive from your left. Okay? So you have to complete the cycle. That's why in the economy now, you have to go out. You don't keep saving your money. You spend. So the economy will survive. You go out and spend. So people will have jobs. People will have, the business continues. So the same thing with the cycle of life. This is when you give and this is when you receive. So you have to complete the cycle. So sabi mo nga, kung madamot ka, tago ka lang ng tago, you don't circulate, you don't have the flow. You have to create the flow. And tama si Maris Padilla dyan, karma is true.
Oh, kaya pala, no? Pero yung mga ano po, yung sinasabi nila, for example, may mga tao na, for example, like, sige, sa example, ako na lang, like, like, parang, bakit ganun? Parang kahit, nagbibigay ka, maayos, ganito.
Hugot!
Parang laging, oo, may hugot ako, sige. Parang, maya, mayroon silang, they would find something, ill or something from me, or not just sa akin, pati may iba akong friends na gano'n, na parang nagtataka na parang, ba't ganun, just, okay naman ako, ganito, ganyan, pero parang sunod-sunod yung haters, ang dami-daming naiinggit, konting gawin mo lang, kahit bigay mo na yung ganito, they would
Yes.
still look,
No,
negative
it's
things
true.
from you.
Yeah,
Bakit may
maybe kasi
ganon?
ganito yan eh. When you talk about Feng Shui, you talk about also the living space that you are in. Maybe there's something wrong with your house. Maybe the way that you sleep is in the wrong direction. Maybe it's your total lost direction. So kaya nga sa mga susunod na kabanata ng ating mga if you're giving me the joy and the liberty to teach our viewers in the
Oh,
coming
yes.
weeks or months, yeah, there are ways on how to point our sleeping directions. Okay? Meron kasi yan eh. Hindi yan basta-basta. Or when you eat, when you negotiate, when you work, you have to face your lucky directions. Sometimes naman, some people kasi they said, am I wearing my lucky colors? Sometimes kasi, you already have so much. Like you and I, the colors red and orange suit us very well. But some people, they don't like the color simply because their element already have so much to it. So hindi na nila kailangan. Kaya nga for some people, when they say, I don't believe in Feng Shui, sabi ko, hey, no matter what you do, this is actually to those non-believers of Feng Shui. Sa totoo lang, there's so many, look at me, many haters of mga Feng Shui kayo, ba't hindi nyo nakita yung pandemic? Hello, we are not Feng Shui tellers, okay? Feng Shui cannot see these things happening. Feng Shui is not magic. It is never a superstition. It is a science. Okay? So for example, there are 5 elements in Feng Shui, di ba? The element of fire. It actually represents red, pink, and purple. What is fire? Our communications now between London to New York will not prosper if there was no electricity connected to each other, right? That is
Yes.
fire elements. The second is what you call, fire is what you use when you eat in the morning for your food. You cook your food. Second is the wood element. These are colors, greens, flowers like mga flowers and trees. So you use the wood to create fabric, to create, materials for our clothing.
Yes.
You take a shower in the morning, that's water element energy. Water element is like rains or rivers. Water elements are colors black, blue, and gray. And then you have the earth element. Earth is parang lupa, di ba? Para mga
Yes.
cream, beige.
Yes.
You use your plate, your plate is an earth element. The glass is an earth element, di ba? So,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
anything. And then the final is the metal element. Our colors white, gold, and silver. The laptops that we use every day is metal. The cell phones are metals. The steel that you use to build a house is metal. And somebody says, I don't believe in feng shui. I'm sorry, but you are ignorant. Okay? So that is one thing I have to tell this person. Like, feng shui is not magic. It's not a religion. It is very scientific.
But bakit Miss, how come 2020 became like a, as in malas talaga na year? I mean, sa iba. I mean, of course, meron ding mga sinwerte, like just what you mentioned earlier, like us, actually, nagulat kami. We just started like
Diba?
9 months ago. And then, kahit paano, nagulat din kami, like a lot of people, and, nag-tune in and nagsubaybay over glass. And we were not expecting it. We were just one of those people na sinwerte.
Yeah,
Pero,
we were the ones who grabbed and saw the silver lining and rode the silver
and rode
lining
yes,
of 2020.
exactly, of 2020.
But others are not so lucky.
Yeah, pero bakit yung totality, like calamities and all, what happened to 2020?
And of course, the pandemic
the pandemic,
naapektuhan,
yes.
syempre.
Bakit ganun? Anong meron sa
Okay.
2020?
Yeah, I wish I have the answer for that. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect for everything or I have the answer for
Okay.
that. I have been asked many times over. I do not have the answer.
Okay.
Maybe I would say this is really the universe way of saying, hey, I want to heal. I'm gonna
True.
put you back into your places. I want to take back my environment because it is what it is. I mean, how and who can actually, even the biggest and the most knowledgeable scientist on earth cannot even understand why this happened. And I am the type of person like you guys that I always would like to see the opportunity with it. And some people, this is kasi your test eh. Like, this is really the test in time. I have had the opportunity to have a consultation with, I would say, siguro ngayon, I'm servicing na at least the fourth generation. Like, for example, the eldest patriarch is like 80 years old. The second is yung mga anak na is nasa mga 60s. And then may mga apo na sila, which is like nasa mga 30s. And then ngayon, nanganak na sila na meron na silang great-grandchild na, when is it to deliver a baby, etc. So parang nasa fourth generation na yung naging serve ko.
Oh.
I'm telling you, so I am so honored to be having that clientele list that really has sort of like believed in me and had the opportunity that even to their great grandchildren, even for them to have a baby, when is the delivery date for cesarean section, they have to request to me or what to name the baby so that they have a balance of elements.
Pati
What I'm trying to-
names. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
of
go.
course.
Yes.
Yes. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, these things honestly are there for us to parang. Sometimes you just have to when a situation happens to you, rather than you fight for it, you keep fighting against it. It's better for you to just like go with the flow. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. If he doesn't want to talk to me, so okay. Rather than you keep putting so many things in your head, diba? So feng
True.
shui is like that. Feng shui means wind and water. You have to go with the wind. You have to go with the flow. So kasi if you go against it, right? If you go against the
Yes.
tide, what happens? Di ba mahirap?
Yes.
So same thing in life. So why is this pandemic happening? So even though, syempre at the beginning we were shocked, March, the adjustment period is so bad. Like, oh my God, what can we do? We were panicking. We're putting foods in we make like in Manila. I remember before we left Manila, we have to stock up food. We have to economize, but it teaches us somehow, right? It was
Yes.
teaching us to be real human again. Oh my God, I had been too busy traveling and look at my closet. Do I really need all these bags and all the hairnets and all the shoes and everything?
Yeah.
No. So it has to happen. If if it has to be, then it has to be. But then I also would like to say this, that because of the older people that I have had the opportunity to work with and serve with, sabi nila, you know what? During my time, sabi nila, we were at war. We are transferring and moving from one place to another. Sometimes we cannot have food for 2 or 3 days or even for a week because, bomba dito, bomba doon. So we are living in this time that we have the best technology, we have the best scientists in the world, the economists of the world has much money. If they don't have the money, like the US, you may be able to keep printing money. They have reserves. So
Yes.
at least nangyari yung pandemic na to, that it will be easier for anyone to come back. And just accept it. It is, what can you do? Everybody's hurting. But hey, I'm telling you, I can give you a long arm list of people who have successfully prospered during the pandemic.
During the
And
pandemic.
oh
Totoo.
yeah.
But what about, before tayo before yung next question is, we would like to say hi to, Paco. Papa Pax,
Happy
Aris
New Year,
Pacosaga.
Paco.
Hi, at hello, Ate Maris Panlilio, and Dorothy's here.
And everyone who logged in
Ramir's
from
here,
different parts of the
from
world.
different
Hello.
parts of the world, my God, from Turkey, from like different places. Ang dami. Happy New Year po sa inyong lahat. Norway din, no? Oo. But anyways, so, Miss Marites, what about the I know na-mention mo kanina na hindi ka, you cannot predict, of course, right? Pero from, of course, the sa Feng Shui, di ba, merong mga parang numbers of elements and you guys compute. What ang pandemic ba magko-continue or yung marami pa bang calamities na mangyayari sa hindi lang sa Pilipinas or all over the world like for 2021? Totoo ba yung sinabi nila na 2021 daw is just a sequel of 2020? How true is
Well,
that?
I think the words will be, sabi ko nga, we are not yet out of the woods. Okay? I mean, we have to be like, we have to be analytical, we have to be practical, we have to be sensible, and, we are all intelligent people. The pandemic may have wiped out, a huge, the capital growth of each industry has totally, some has been wiped out, some is starting again. So, if you talk about economic restorations, yes, it's gonna be a slowdown. Kasi example mo lang let's talk about, I don't know, say United States, right? I don't know how much is the number now. Even if you have how many millions of vaccines, the United States is how many? A home to what? Ilan na ba kayo? 200,
Oh my God.
255 million or whatever. I don't know the
yeah.
figure. Yeah. So, in order for that to achieve a herd immunity, is how many percent? Di ba, ayaw naman lahat magkasakit, magkakaroon ng malaking problema yung ating health system, etc. So even if sabihin natin may kaya yung Amerika na i-inject, vaccinated ang mga tao, how many percent is needed to be vaccinated so these people now can freely go back and smooth? Hindi pa yan. And there's no amount of, there's 8 billion people on Earth. Maybe it could only vaccinate 1 billion in 1 year. So yes, yung 1 billion na yan, ihahati mo yan to the rest of the world. Sino bang pwedeng bumili? Yung malang mga countries na may mga kayang bumili. So it's gonna be a while. Okay? So that is why, while you are in your recent, some people are in your recent, like form of business, you really have to change. The economy has changed. People has changed. The course of everything has changed. You have to go with the flow. You have to go and really make a difference now in the way you do and conduct your business. Honestly, for my side, I have actually 2 or 3 years ago, I started na my Feng Shui, friga.co.uk website 3 years ago. Because sabi ko nga talaga, because I always travel to Europe. I live here. So here, I never used a checkbook here since 2010. Because everything here is plastic. Like, nobody uses cash.
Exactly.
I think I'm the only person lang na talagang mahilig ako sa cash. So if you ask me, I always have mga, kahit Philippines or here, I always like, kasi parang gusto ko pampaswerte. Or I always have cash na stock. So, kahit siguro 1,000 pesos yan, pababalihan ko yan ng tagti 20 or para marami siya,
Oo,
100
basta may cash
pesos.
lang.
Kasi
Yes.
para pagpaswerte ko yan sa mga wallet ko, di ba? Parang ilalagay sa mga pampaswerte na wallet, di ba? Para meron siyang
Oo.
laman na medyo madami-dami. So, what I'm trying to say is, it's really how people have to respond. So the short, I mean, even if you ask siguro an economist out there, we are not yet out of the woods. Feng Shui wise, not yet. Number two, um, if there's gonna be calamities, of course there's gonna be calamities. Calamities kasi they always come. You know, I mean, there's like how many earthquakes in a day, right? So there will be calamities. Which sector of what can we see in Feng Shui na medyo gonna be affected is in the southeast, because southeast section has the so-called misfortune star. So kaya nga maybe next time when I can set up better, I could present to you a PowerPoint presentation. The Southeast, these are the Southeast Asian regions, because they have the so-called misfortune star. What are other countries? The other countries are in the Northwest side as well,
Northeast,
because they have the
Northwest.
robbery, they have the arguments, they have the parang mga casualties. Kaya nga, let's say where are you in the States? Where do you live in the States? So you have to check. Do you live in the southeast side, southwest side, northwest side? Southwest
East
naman,
Coast kami.
Northeast.
Northeast
so
kami. Oo.
northeast ka is prosperous. See? So northeast is prosperity. Next year meron pa siyang wealth star. So you know, when you see these things, when you know this ahead of time, you can now you remember you were telling me about like where do we how to move house, where do we move house, which one to buy the house. The direction now matters. So kaya nga if you ask me now where or when, what are the sectors in the world or in the country or in the city could may be affected in 2021, year of the metal ox, these are the sectors of southeast and northwest. Those are the two major sectors. The southwest section's arguments, kaya nga sabi ko, in these two kasi, if you think about it, the northwest section is actually the direction of the father, the patriarch, the man of the house. Okay? So that's northwest. Pagkakaroon niya ng it's really a very bad star. They could be like involved in an accident. They could be involved in mga away-away. They can be short fused. Yun ang parang project. Kaya nga yung mga father of the house, yung mga asawa ninyo dyan, abangan nyo yan. Kasi sometimes it's not their fault. It's the fault of the feng shui of the year. Okay? Now, in the southwest naman, it has the so-called misunderstanding star or argument star. This is being housed by the mothers, the matriarch, mga asawa. Kaya nga sabi ko, our forecast is for 2021, the couples had to watch out because there could be some misunderstandings and that could lead to separations for 2021.
Oh, nako. Mag-iing.
Yes.
Pero yung mga lucky charms na pwede nilang, like for example, hindi ka, especially yung mga hindi swerte for 2021. But sobrang dami. How will they know?
Well, the first thing is, in fact, if they go to friga.co.uk, oh my God, nakaka 50 minutes na tayo, hindi pa tayo
Hindi ko pa napapansin. Oo, teka, yung Chinese, oo. Pero sige, ano mo yan, explain mo, Miss Marites. Tapos, okay.
Una, number one, they have to get their horoscope books, okay? So it's the year of the ox, you can get it from friga.co.uk, and then, nandiyan kasi sa loob yung forecast per month. And then, meron din kayo diyang almanac. Diba? Sabi nga ni Albert Einstein, in the middle of every difficulty lies an opportunity.
Yes.
So, diba? So, itong almanac kasi natin, you can actually find out here what are your, ano yung mga magaganda? Get married, move house, renovate, travel.
Oh, I wanna buy that.
Lahat yan. Tapos, in fact, may mga oras din yan, no? The oras.
Wow, down to the
my
wire,
God.
ha?
So you ship everywhere, including the US? Oh,
Yes,
they,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Type
We ship
ulit yung
anywhere in the world. So, kaya nga when
yung
people
email.
ask me, Marites, what do
Ayun.
you do? Sabi ko, my God, my whole year is already occupied because the moment March comes in, I am now already going to start for 2022. That is my life. Yes.
Oh.
So that's why I have no time if there are haters or I have no time for you. I don't
I
think
know.
about you.
Correct.
I
Ang
have no
dami-dami
time
mo.
for you.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
and this is like the planner. My good friends sila Rufo Gutierrez. This is like sila Tito Boy. This is like my parang tinatawag na ano. This is my Bible. Okay, every day yan. Anong
Organizer.
maswerteng direction every day. At saka anong maswerteng animal sign. Kung gusto mo bang tumaya ng loto.
Ay!
Kailan
Ay, tama yan.
Oh my God.
Pwede ba yan, Miss Marites, kunyari, wala akong planong gawin sa buong araw. Gusto ko lang humilata sa couch. Titignan ko yan. Ay, ano magandang posisyon na direction ko sa couch ngayon para humilata? Right? Oy!
Yes, even to those who want a baby. Oy, saan kaya natin gagawin yung baby ngayon? Saan ba yung may Roman star? Oh, makikipag-date ka. Yes! Kung gusto ka makipag-date, anong isusuot mong kulay? Nandito na yan. What color? Etc.
Yung mga trabaho, especially mga work ngayon. Those people who lost their jobs and then may mga times na nag-a-apply,
Oo, nag-a-apply
interviews.
sila. So, nandito na yan lahat as in every. So if you ask me, my whole 8 months in a year, I am occupied. So, I have no time for drama. I have no time for...
Ang trabaho niyan!
Sobra. So I think because I really like to help people as well, I think sa next episode natin, magpapakita kayo, pumunta lang kayo, like for example, ito ha, doon sa may mga nagka-negosyo or ayaw how do you call it?
I'll buy it, yes,
Mawala ng
definitely.
pera.
Okay.
There's a so-called anti-robbery wallets. Okay? This is an anti-robbery wallet. Rhino and elephant symbol. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah, because the rhino, they actually stop you from losing money. And in fact, sa loob niyan dear, may mga ano yan, no? I don't know if you can see, but that's
Yes,
actually like aligning with the coins. May money coins na siya.
Oh.
Hindi mo na kailangan maglagay ng money coins na mabigat.
No, it's already there. At
Wow.
saka, like, you know, if there's so many colors that you can use. Di ba sabi ko kanina, there are 5-element colors of wallets. So,
Yes.
yeah, so sa
Fire.
loob yan. So this is like wood, especially if gusto mong na mga, you know, mga interview or you wanna keep your job. So lahat yan may ano yan, may, I don't know if you can see.
Oo, yung mga
Basta,
line. Oo.
Yung lining niya is ano na siya.
Ay, oo, andun na yung lining niya, oh.
Yes, oo. So lahat yan. So, and then like for example, for me talaga, honestly, if you ask me, I'm always protected with some medallions. When I went kasi to His Holiness the Dalai Lama in Dharamsala in India, so, you know, I learned how to make some of the special mantra na mga, yung nakikita
Oh, yes.
Yeah, hindi siya basta-basta. It's actually surrounded with special mantras. So, we have that. And then even our mga bracelets. Mamaya siguro after ng talk natin, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna parang each animal sign, I'm gonna put a recommendation. If you're a rat,
Yes.
you need an anti-illness, tapos ito yung link. I'm gonna do that for you. Kasi
Oh my
parang
God, Oo, para sa mga tao.
want like parang you know, because now network is your net worth, right?
Yes.
So I really encourage everybody to have this astrology medallion. This is like a new arrivals. Nakikita mo yan, it has the
Yes.
12 animal signs and the mantras. Kasi even
Oh.
then, you'll just have like, you know, the opportunity to be at peace with everybody. At least because, you know, anything and everything now is really is useful and it's talagang nakakatulong.
Oy, Miss Marites pala, why did you name it Frigga Charm Life?
Oo nga pala. Bakit
Oh,
Frigga?
that's a very good question.
Yes.
Frigga is actually the mother of Thor.
Yes.
Oh.
Frigga is the wife of King Odin. And Frigga is actually a Nordic goddess. So in the research in 2012, when we moved to London, we moved to England in 2010. So sabi ko, anong gagawin ko dito? You know, I left my business in Manila. I had it taken care of by my mga manager. So sabi ko nga, I'm the type of person that I will always find something, you know, to be useful. So I
Yes.
thought of, I went to the London College of Fashion. Sabi ko, I want to make, not naman, you know, without offending the Chinese culture, for example. Sabi ko, I want to make the pampaswerte wearable. Nice.
Mhm.
So I went to the London College of Fashion and I started learning about the fashion industry, etc. Like, for example, if I want to wear an infinity ring, diba?
Yes.
It's nice, right? It's an infinity. It's
Oh, I
888,
love that ring.
Oo
Yes.
nga,
right?
no?
Ocho,
Oo, oo,
ocho.
oo.
Yeah. Like, for example, this is actually the mantra sweatshirt.
Ang ganda.
Ay, I
Social,
love.
oh.
Oh.
Yes. So it is ano. So sabi ko, I want to make it like for example, I want the amulets to be very nice.
Uy, gusto ko yan.
Diba?
I
Parang
love.
wedding band
So,
eh.
all of it, you can purchase it from Frigga.
Yes, yes. So this is for like for the women, and then this is for like the men. So sabi ko, I want to make it so we have the belt for men, we have the lucky wallet for men. So yan, padalhan ko kayo dyan.
Mukhang maubos yung pera ko
Diba?
mamaya.
Oo nga. Oh
Regalo ko
my.
yan sa inyo. Ayan,
Oh, ay, ang ganda.
Kailangan ng JC yan. So this is like the ultimate mantra medallion. If you have traveled to Egypt, even King Tutankhamun, when he was buried, he has so many amulets in his body. Alam mo, magandang topic yan next time about
Sa second, yes.
symbols of good fortune. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that you can just have that as your, lucky charms that you can bring. So there is a recommendation for each animal sign. It's better to follow that. Some people kasi they would just like buy something, etc. So like what I said, I went to the London College of Fashion, and then when I had to study the branding, my branding team, I asked them I said, I want a very, nice name that would relate to what I do. So in the course of our research, Frigga pala is the goddess of all goddesses. She's the goddess of rain. She's the goddess of beauty. She's the mother of all mothers. And she has the power to profess destiny, which is very close to what I do,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So that's why we name her Frigga. So it's the byline is charmed life because I believe I have a charmed life.
Yes, you
After
do.
all-
Yes.
So after what happened, it has really and it's my joy to share this to you guys and to your viewers. And I would say I am in a very lucky situation because my business is about luck. Sometimes when I went to one of the I think meetings, sabi niya, Miss Allen, what do you do? What business are you in? So all of a sudden sabi ko, oh nga, no, what business am I in? So,
Ang dami. Oo.
I'm in the business of good luck.
Oh my God. Sabi,
Yeah.
mantra shawl, sis. Marites, pwede siyang
Yeah.
model. Ay, oo nga ba? So, mantra shawl is, what is that?
Ay, yung ano niya.
The
yung
mantra shawl, my God, if you can give me like just 30 seconds.
Oo. Nagtatanong si Dorothy, what is a mantra? Ano daw ang mantra?
O,
Tanong natin sa kanya. Yes.
Oy, Dorothy, pareho pala tayo. Snake 1977.
Oh my God. Kaya siguro magkakasundo.
Oo.
Si Direk Den is also snake.
Malaki yung snake ni Direk.
Alam mo si Derek ko, his best friend ko.
Oo.
Monkey and Snake are best friends.
Ano ka ba, Miss Allen? Miss
Monkey.
Marites. Oh, monkey.
Yeah, so like for example, next year is the year of the tiger, is my enemy year. So ngayon pa lang, a year
Naghahanda
before,
ka na.
I'm preparing for it. So I
Playful
did
daw
not
ang
wait for it to,
monkey.
yes.
Oh.
So, like this is our auspicious mantra shawl. This is very pretty.
Uy, ang ganda. I love,
Darling, if you think about it, this is actually the birds, they fly out and get opportunities for you. And if you see closely, the words there, it says, I am fabulous, I'm rich, I'm wonderful, I'm generous, I'm beautiful, I'm caring, I'm strong, I'm sexy, I'm talented, everything is there.
I love it, Miss
Talaga yan.
Marites. Kasi
Diba?
you built a lifestyle brand
Yes.
based on Feng
sosyal, gusto ko
Shui.
niyan.
Alam mo yon?
Because I want to make it fashionable. Hindi yung, di ba? Yung parang,
Oo.
make it, ano.
Oh, horse daw si Tita Maris. Oo. Sige, maya-maya, Tita Maris. Uy, that I love
Yes.
too.
So this is the mystic knot. Remember the 888?
Yes.
Yan. Yan. So front and back. So it's a very, very nice,
Oh, yan pa, oh.
oh, diba? Maganda yan.
Balabal.
Uy, gusto ko
Yes.
yan. Ang sosyal.
Diba?
Yes.
Ang ganda.
Tapos, if you want victory and success, this is actually one of our, all our scarves are like bestseller talaga. As in bestseller. Look
Ang
at
ganda
this.
ng kulay, oh.
Oh,
This
wow.
is for
Ganda.
victory and success.
May H pa, parang Hermes. Parang
Oo nga, inspired by Hermes. Oh, I love it.
This is actually victory. And this is the home symbol.
Victory symbol siya.
Yes.
Wow.
So lahat, di ba? Parang if you're gonna be like wearing something, why not wear something that would bring meaning to you? Because
True.
people
That
keep
is so
wearing
true.
clothes every day. But it doesn't have meaning.
Patay talaga yung credit card ko mamaya.
I know.
Affordable naman to lahat.
Affordable
Miss, ano,
ba
diba?
yan?
Miss
Nasa,
Marites,
lahat ba
diba?
yan, Miss Marites? Nasa ano?
Sa website.
Oo nga, eh, Miss.
Meron bang use OAGOT code and minus ano na?
Yes, look at that. This is the
Sige,
red
ma'am.
one.
Oh, ay,
Yung iba din ang dating niya, no?
nakakaloka. Ang ganda lahat.
Yes,
Tapos
it is very
reversible
nice.
pa.
Ganda ng tela.
Reversible yan lahat.
Oo.
And it's very nice talaga. I mean, I'm not saying because it's my product, but I'm
Parang
telling
Gucci.
you, hey, we
Oo,
are in
parang
Wonderland.
Gucci naman yan.
Oo.
Yes! And look at this. Akala mo jacket lang siya. Di ba jacket siya, di ba? Parang
Yes.
corporate jacket. But darling, inside is the victory horse.
Parang Gucci nga.
Yung lining niya, oh.
Oh my God,
The
parang
lining is
Gucci.
victory horse, yes. Because,
Wow.
so parang, so if you want to go for an interview, or, parang akala mo naka-plain ka lang, di ba? Plain lang siya. But talaga yung sa loob niya is nandyan yung iyong power.
Oh.
Because horse is very, very lucky this year. Unless you are a rat, I invite everybody to please find a horse because horse is very lucky for this year.
Unless
Kung
you're-
minana sila last year was year of the rat. Ang enemy ni rat is si horse. You know, Kobe Bryant is a horse.
Oh.
Yes. Remember, Kim Chu is a horse. Remember the beginning of the year? May nagpaputok sa sasakyan niya?
Yes.
Yes. Sino pa ba? Sean Connery is a horse.
Oh.
There was
Tom Hanks
a
ba to?
priest who died. Father Suarez is a horse. So kaya nga, this is what I've been telling everybody. If you don't believe in Feng Shui, why do people die sometimes or most times during their conflict month, conflict day, conflict year, or conflict hour? Pag-uusapan natin yan next guest.
Oo. Oh my God, ang haba pa to. Pero, Miss Allen, pag-usapan natin yung ano, kasi ang dami na nagtatanong about there. Si Dorothy, a good friend of ours, snake daw, yung mga
Question. Do we want to...
Okay.
rabbits.
Pasadahan na natin.
Siguro pasadahan na
Yung video.
natin lahat ng mga
I-play
ano.
muna natin yung-
I-play muna natin, no, Miss
Yung
Allen?
video.
Yes.
Marites?
Ang i-play natin ngayon is paano nga nagkaroon ng 12 animal signs.
Yes.
Kasi some people, so no problem to me. I'm all yours. We can have an overtime. Bring it on.
Yes.
So,
Is it, you
play
don't
muna
mind?
natin.
Sige. You don't mind? Diyos ko, ang dami-daming...
I'm all yours.
Ay,
We love it.
Okay, let's start.
The Chinese Zodiac story. Have you ever wondered why the Chinese Zodiac signs are strictly in the following order? Rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and boar? Here is one popular story. In the past, there was no Chinese Zodiac. The Jade Emperor wanted to choose 12 animals to be his guards. He therefore sent one of his trusted people to the land of mortals to spread his wish. Along with his rule, The earliest to arrive at the heavenly gates for his birthday party will enjoy better ranking among his chosen guards. Among the early risers were the rat and the ox. On his way to the heavenly gates, the rat had to stop to avoid being carried away by the swift current of a river. The ox then appeared, and when he was about to cross the river, the rat jumped onto his back. Having braved the current, the ox raced toward the Jade Emperor's palace. The rat, however, jumped out of his back and got to the feet of the emperor first, followed by the ox. Thus, the quick-thinking rat ranked first, and the hard-working and efficient ox ranked second. They were followed by the fast and competitive tiger, who got the third place, and the equally swift rabbit, who hopped on stones and a floating log to merit being in the fourth place. The fifth animal to arrive was the dragon, who captivated the Jade Emperor with its good looks. The emperor was hoping the dragon's son would follow him, but then the snake came forward and claimed that the dragon was in fact his adopted father, and that's how the willy snake got the sixth rank. Next came the horse and the sheep. The kind horse was willing to let modest sheep go first, even if the sheep did not mind going after him. The Jade Emperor himself saw the show of modesty and rightfully named the horse seventh and the sheep eighth among his guards. Although the wise monkey had lagged behind, he managed to jump on trees and stones and landed in the ninth place. Last to arrive were the rooster, dog, and boar in that order. The story also offers an explanation on why the cat was missing from the lineup. It says that although the rat and the cat were neighbors, the latter would always bully the small rat. When they heard about the emperor's decree, the cat ordered the rat to wake him up early enough for the race. The rat said yes, but saw this as an opportunity to exact his revenge. Thus, the following morning, the rat left without letting the cat know. When the cat woke up, the race was over and he missed his chance to be in the circle. This further intensified the bad blood between them, and so, whenever a cat appears, rats scamper in all directions. There you go, my friends. This is the story on how the great race happened. The 12 animal sign was selected by the Jade Emperor.
Yan.
Uy, may pa-movie pa tayo, ha?
Kaloka, may pa-movie pa. Wala,
Bongga.
bongga si Rat naman. Ang tindi ni Rat, hindi talaga niya ginising.
Kaya pa wala
Sa bagay,
palang
binuli
cat.
naman kasi
Si
siya.
Garfield kasi, ang tamad.
Ang tamad. Pero totoo, meron ba dapat talagang rat? Instead of 12, 13?
That's what
Ay,
they
cat
said.
pala. I'm sorry, cat.
Yeah, that's what they said. That's what the story part. They said, hey, listen, you have 172 questions there.
Oh my God, ang dami. Sobra. Pero,
Thank you
yes,
so much for watching.
sobra. Miss, sige, okay. So, pasadahan na natin. Kung sino, ang dami-dami nagtatanong, like, rabbit, snake,
Oo.
rooster.
Okay.
So,
Para
ito na po,
masagot,
ito na po,
Okay,
para
ito na.
masagot. Okay.
So, yung rat animal sign, you will be looking forward to. It's actually a good year for them because secret friend nila si ox. Remember, si ox and rat are best friends. So the chances for them to really do it good in 2020 is also good. But then they also have the so-called illness star. Okay, so the illness star, they need to have the so-called wulo. Wulo is the symbol for anti-illness. So they have to bring this with them. Okay, so this is for the rat. So we're talking about it per order. And then the next one is ox. So this is now the year of the ox. The ox, in fact, is a good year for them. They have the so-called prosperity star number 9. So when you get your horoscope, by the way, this is how the ox book look like. Okay, right book yan. So the ox actually has a so-called prosperity star. So anything about money, anything about mantra bangles are good for you. So you can wear that. And then the next one is the tiger. The tiger is also going through a very good luck. They also have the so-called prosperity star number 9. They can look forward to, for some, if they want to like start a relationship, they can. May mga challenges always, di ba? Pero everything is here naman. Pwede naman siyang, you can actually, how do you call it? You can actually prevent or do some preventions when this thing comes through. So, I would recommend for the tiger, kasi nga pag maganda kasi ang luck ng isang person, you know, when you were telling me earlier, like, why do some people jealousy or do bickering and fighting? Because you are going through a good luck. So people are so interested in you, and therefore they are so inggit with you, right? So you have to have the pangontra of the rhino and elephant symbol. This will protect people from robbing your luck. Sometimes when you talk about robbery, it's actually losing money, losing opportunity. Okay, now we have the rabbits. The rabbits, they have the chance of love or getting married this year.
Oh,
If they
wow.
would like to have a
Ay.
baby, proposal, ano pa ba? They start a relationship, this is the time for them. Okay? So yan ang mga rabbit for love and marriage. I have another one. Hindi lang ako naka-line up ngayon ng mga cures ko ha, but you know, there's so many things. You can perhaps like retain a power. This is like a pin for power and authority. This is like called like Rui. You can just actually pin it in your wardrobe, in your blouse. And then the next one is the dragon. The dragon, my friends, is actually, remember sa 12 animal sign, we have never seen a dragon in our lifetime. Kaya nga si dragon, special yan siya parate. Jack Ma is a dragon, you know. A lot of the business people, billionaires are dragons. So this is the dragon, okay. Ang isang babantayan lang ni dragon is they have the so-called misfortune star. So I would recommend them to have the so-called 5-element pagoda. Okay? What I'm gonna do is after our talk, I'm going to put it as a link so they can, you know, just follow through with that. The next one is actually the snake. Okay?
Oh, that's us, direct.
Yes. So the snake is lucky because they actually are the allies of the ox. The ox, the snake, and rooster are friends. O syempre, this is the taon of your friend. So, you know, you have parang the so-called good luck naman sa side mo. So, what I would recommend for you is para lang meron ka lang isang minor affliction na yung parang misfortune star din. So, you can have mga either this type of medallion or the bangles. If you are not a medallion person, you can just have the bangle or you can have like the mantra belts or the wallets. And then, we have the snake. Anong kasunod is we have the horse. The horse has the so-called victory star for 2021. O, di ba? Yung kaninang pinakita ko na jacket, you know, a coat with a horse, the victory horse, the lining is good for you. At the same time, ano pa bang pwede sa horse? Again, I'm gonna put that into the
Link, yes.
Later. So mga ganyan, mga victory is pwede rin sa kanya. Tapos we have the sheep. The sheep, ito lang yung dapat magbantay ng extra this year because ox and sheep are actually the enemy of the ox. So syempre, if it's the year of the sheep, you have to be extra careful. The sheep this year, my friends, will also have another affliction. Hindi lang siya conflict ng taon, meron pa siyang tinatawag na argumentative star. Mainit ang ulo ng mga sheep this year. Sometimes if mainit yung ulo mo, you know, pwede kang, how do you call it, people will, you know, to the point na mag-aaway kayo, etc. So you need the so-called peace and harmony amulets. Okay? Especially dyan sa mga mag-asawa na parating nag-aaway yan. Sheep and monkey people, I recommend this to them. Okay? And then we have the monkey, mga unggoy.
Ay, mga
Oh,
monkeys.
yes. The monkey also is also going through a good period this month or this year. And then the monkey can have different amulets. Wala lang dito sa tabi ko, basta marami yan na pwede nating i-recommend. Again, I would recommend to ship in monkey the peace in harmony amulet. And then we have the rooster. The rooster is the star of 2021.
Oh,
Because the
sino mga rooster dyan? Oo.
has the wealth star for 2021. Tapos may wealth star na siya, and then kaibigan pa niya si Ox. Kaya nga, Ox, Snake, and Rooster are allies and friends. So, because you have the money, the wealth luck, you're better off with something mga 8. Okay? Wealth star.
Yan type ko yung bangle na yan.
Ang ganda, ako
din.
Masculine
Gusto ko
siya,
yan.
ano?
Yes!
Oo.
Papadala ko yan sa iyo, isi-ship ko yan sa iyo.
Oh,
Rooster. And then, you have the dog. The dog is, ang luck naman ni dog is, kailangan niya ngayong this year maging pasensyoso. It will require a lot of patience. Better for the dog to, yung parang ano ngayon, you are seen but not heard type. Na parang wag ka na lang magsalita, basta nakikita ka lang. You need the so-called rhino and elephant symbol. Okay? Both dog and boar needs to have the rhino and elephant symbol. Okay? Because they have the so-called, like the boar, they have the so-called robbery. The robbery or losing money. Remember, yung mga dog and boar, when you talk about robbery, it could be robbing from you the opportunity, robbing from you your love life, robbing from you, mawawala yung gamit mo, yung mga cellphone mo kung saan mo nakalagay. You know what I mean? So that is called the robbery. So yun. So basically, those are the 12 animal signs. Don't worry, like what I said, if you have the right guidance, if you have the planner and the almanac, sabi nga ni CJ dyan, uupuan niya yan, pag-aaralan niya kung anong gagawin. Madali lang siyang pag-aralan lang talaga because everything, if you know your directions, remember in your compass, in your phone, you can get the compass, right?
The Chinese compass, yes, I have. Oo.
So you can actually just click on it and then it can tell you now what is your direction. Like, are you facing north, south, east, west? So even in your own house, in your own room, you can do na your own parang directions. And then, I really, parang the almanac is like really our bestseller for the last 16 years. This is like a must-have for everybody to have. So it has the lucky and unlucky directions, times, and then auspicious dates, and even the 24 hours in a day na lucky and unlucky hours for the 12 animal signs.
May question ako,
So,
Miss.
yeah.
May question ako, Miss Marites. What if, like, for example, sa isang bahay, let's say, kami ng significant other ko. So, ano yun, magkaiba kami eh. So, paano yun? So, halimbawa, ako facing northeast, tapos siya facing... So, how do you do that? How do you combine? Oo.
Okay.
Especially yung
The
mga
rule of thumb-
positions. Oo.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is you have to follow the husband's direction.
Ayag
Oh.
ka.
Hindi. Hindi.
Parang hindi yata pwede dito sa household na yun.
Or depending who's wearing the pants. Just kidding.
Undressing.
Yeah, or you have to go to like parang na so-called compromise.
Okay.
Yung titirhan yung bahay, make sure na yung lucky ng yung pintuan is facing sa lucky direction kunyari mo. Okay? Or so your husband or partner. And then yung master's bedroom na location, yung head pointing naman is naka-follow doon sa isa. So that's like a compromise. Sabi ko nga, we're practicing Feng Shui in the 21st century. So sabi ko, excuse me, the women also bring, similar amount of money or even better than the husband sometimes. So dapat may call ka din doon.
So kung mag-agree sila, okay na rin yun. Hindi na alabag sa batas ng Feng Shui yun.
Oh.
Compromise is the key.
Ayan.
Kaya pala, Miss Marites, no, merong parang mga couples na parang, like for example, ito na lang, dati yung ex ko, meron, kasi hindi ko alam, I didn't know during that time na meron pa lang, kasi I have like, like mga mga Buddha, meron ako I have crucifix and all. Hindi ko alam dapat pala, according to my compass and all, meron ako nakausap years ago na Feng Shui expert din sa may Chinatown, Northeast daw. But all this time, yung meron akong yun na nga, yung mga Buddha and all, naka-face sa parang West ata, na yun yung parang quarrel, bad rumors and all, bad relationship. So, alam mo, nung in-start ko yung well, talagang hindi kami meant nun.
Minove mo siya.
So, minove ko na siya. Tapos, wala na siya sa life ko. Parang naging lucky na. Totoo pala yun, no?
Yes, yeah. Because these are, in fact, it's another topic again next time. I could play you with some information that these are actually symbols of good fortune. And if you think about it, there's a lot of Feng Shui masters there who doesn't believe in Feng Shui. Okay? Like what I said, for me, believe me, I had to question it myself because number one, I am a Roman Catholic, right? Hello, can you imagine when I had to bring Feng Shui in the Philippines in 2004? My God,
Wow.
it's the first time. Remember the movie of Chris Aquino, the Feng Shui movie, the scary one?
Yeah. Yung may bag.
And that's
Ano ba yan?
the
Yung may bag.
time.
Ano
Mana
po?
po.
Yeah, that was the
bagwa.
time I had to open my first boutique. Parang I was opening it head on with her movie, and it was my flagship store. But hey, because I educated the public that this is Feng Shui is science, alam mo, it was the best performing boutique that we had ever. So it's really like what we can do now is use this as an information and as a tool. And like what I said, I have never stopped learning from Feng Shui because simply I have traveled the world. I have seen and visited many, many countries. And then, when you go to like museum, for example, it's about history of a certain country. Like, for example, why do we wear white when one gets married? Why do we have to wear white when a baby had to be baptized? Why do you have to wear black when somebody has died?
Yeah.
Or why do you have to wear red for a celebration or birthday? You know what I mean? So
Yes.
there are meanings to it. Like, what is the story behind a flag? Bakit may mga star siya? So every country has meanings and symbols. So kaya nga, if you go to Egypt, if you go to Greece, if you go to even Kathmandu or many of these Buddhist countries, it's amazing what you can learn. So that's why I believe in the symbols of good fortune, because
Okay.
it gives us it gives us, like, for me, if I travel, for example, I have to wear my sweatshirt like this with a mantra because I knew it could give me protection. So I had to wear, kaya nga sa Heathrow Airport, even when I went to JFK, oh my God, so the guy doing that,
Yeah.
sabi ko, I'm guilty, it's my lucky charms.
Oo, tama. Pero may
Yeah.
question ako, before ko makalimutan na, lahat kasi I know every year, di ba, iba-iba, yung mga amulets na susuotin, and yung malalagay
Yes.
na lucky charms. May expiration ba siya? What if like, oh my God, for next year, iba na? Or can
Yes.
you still use that?
Okay, so for example, for the horse, this is what you call like the victory star. Okay, this is the victory amulet. Now, remember I was saying that if you are a sheep or monkey, you should have the peace and harmony. So this is like an enhancer, meaning you can keep this for a couple of years until siguro mag-tarnish. This one, this is for protection for anti-arguments. So, do you really want to keep it again for next year? Di ba you don't want any more arguments? So, this has to retire na after a year. Kasi this is to protect you for this year.
Okay.
Like this one, this is my pampaswerte for money, infinity, the shawl. Then you can keep it for as long as you can. So, dalawa parati yan. Pampaswerte, then this is pangontra.
Got it.
Question, Miss
Okay.
Marites, yung katulad nung, I think, in 2019 pa yun yung...
Pangontra.
Yung meron akong crystal na pangontra sa mala, sabihin natin. Kasi hindi ko daw year yun.
Oh.
Anong gagawin ko doon?
Throw
Saan
it.
lalagay?
Yeah,
Throw
there
it
is a
or-
way to throw it away. Usually you get, the Buddhists, what they do is they get a red piece of cloth, a red cloth, And then you wrap it. Some people, they really like bury it, like sa lupa, because you don't want you want to bury it, di ba? Some people, is they throw it into the deep blue sea, deep ocean. But you don't want naman to clog the ocean, so I don't encourage that. So you bury it na lang. Some naman, you can actually offer it to the temple. Sabihin mo, baka magamit nyo pa and they do the blessing, etc.
So kailangan pa bang i-bless yung mga pampaswerte, ganun, or you don't need it? Oh.
In
So,
fact, in fact ngayon, if we have the time, bago tayo magtapos,
yes.
I would like to cleanse everybody. Okay? Kasi New Year ngayon. So
Yes.
I have here the singing bowl. Okay? So you know your question, how do you cleanse?
Yes.
You know, your
And
amulets,
preparation.
etc. So some people, they actually have the singing bowl. You know, it comes in different colors and different sizes. So medyo fragile lang siya. Pag wala ka naman yan, you get like a bowl of, say, salt, yung rock salt. Then you can put it in a bowl and then you can soak it in the rock salt. Tapos, kung meron kang, para sa Pilipinas, may araw, or you can also like put it into the sun because you want a good and fresh energy for that. So for example, ngayon, if one feels very down, very sick, pabalik-balik na lang yung away, misunderstanding sa pamilya. You know, some people talaga, they live on their own and they have so many thoughts in their minds, in their heads. It's best for them to really be cleansed. So either they can go to Manila, kung taga Manila sila, to our boutiques sa The Block, at saka sa Mega Mall, or if they are in Cebu, they can go to SM Cebu, Seaside. Otherwise, I do some cleansing naman online. So they can invite me, they can talk to me. Like for example, may mga pamilya kasi na last year, sunod-sunod yung namatay. Diba? Parang for them, it was so, like, sobra talaga. You know, it's too much. So anyways, to all of you there who are watching us right now, think of any thoughts that still bugs you or any thoughts that you want to be cleansed and away from your heart. Lahat nagpasakit sa puso mo. In fact, next time meron tayong letting go ritual. Ginawa namin yan ng winter solstice. So I'm just preparing one.
Sige.
Letting go, yan. Ngayon naman is what are the wishes and what are the things you wanted to achieve for 2021? Para naman maging smooth ang year natin sa 2021 or smoother, if not totally smooth. And to give you the strength and to give you parang the energy. Can you see that ba? Or you want to put it?
Yes.
Are you better here?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so this is how it goes. Usually what you do is you wake up the ball first. So you hit it 3 times, very, very light. Parang walang, hindi siya mabigat. Very light lang siya. You wake up the ball first. And then you continue to say your wishes, ha?
Wow. Thank you. That's for everyone.
That's for everyone.
Kinlens
My
tayo ni Miss
God.
Marites.
Kinlens mo kami. Pero Miss Marites, ang galing. Tsaka very, very peaceful, no? Yung sounds.
So I hope that all the viewers of Over a Glass or Two, may your heart's desires be fulfilled.
I hope so. Maraming salamat.
Thank you
Pero
po.
Miss Marites, pwedeng last 2 questions daw bago tayo mag-end.
Okay. No problem.
What about yung yung tattoo and mantra? Pwede ba raw? Pwede bang ipatattoo
Patattoo yan.
yan ng mantra?
Okay. I am a type of person that, I have 2 daughters, right? And they said, oh, mommy, I'm now 18. I can now have my tattoo, blah, blah, blah. I said, no way. The reason being is if God has given you this beautiful mind and body, why would you distract it?
Okay.
So some people, like, look at Angelina Jolie, right? Angelina has so many tattoos, et cetera, that it's from one relationship to another. So Angelina is a fan of tattoo. In fact, another story na naman yan. My God, mahaba yung story ni Angelina Jolie yan.
Ako,
From one
yan, abangan natin yan.
relationship to
Oo.
another. Yeah, so we believe, because we knew that is only a matter of time. Because isa sa mga tattoo kasi niya is apparently is to attract the men. So, to attract Brad Pitt. But then Brad could only be, you can only let go of that if one of the tattoos will be parang overridden by another one. So that's why, there's so many stories about the tattoo. So for me, no, leave it. If you have a beautiful body, maybe you can put a temporary, but not permanent.
Oh.
So you
ibig
can
sabihin-
talk to someone else. Yeah, some people, they do a Buddhist tattoo, they do. I am not the type of person. I'm sorry.
Oo, okay.
Bili ka na lang ng charms, Day.
Yes, oo. Yun na lang, charms. Sabi, ito po, how do we welcome New Year?
Oo nga.
Lalo na Chinese New
It's coming
Year.
February 12, diba?
Oh, yeah, what should we do to
Yes.
welcome the Year of the Ox? Sabi ni Macy Santos.
So usually for the new year, meron akong if you have the copy of the books now, there are things that every year kasi meron kaming parang summary na ano mga dapat gawin. May checklist yan, dear. Isang episode na naman yan. Ano ba? Ang dami.
Ay, Diyos ko, ang dami. Baka hindi lang po second episode, baka sunod-sunod na episode.
Regular na ako. Okay.
Yes,
number one,
pwede.
Okay. House cleaning tips before the Chinese New Year. Okay. Unang-una, bedrooms. So when you clean the bedrooms, dapat you clean the drawers, any clutter, choose all clothes to be given away so that new things would come. If you can donate it to others, check mga light bulbs, open the windows, let the fresh air in, sweep out carpet, marami, check out curtains, lahat. Thoroughly clean and vacuum clean mattresses, mga decors, vacuum clean the floor, etc. So, pag sinabi mong clean the bedroom, lahat po yan. Some people, you even have to physically remove the mattress, clean the mattress, at saka yung ilalim. Kasi remember, 1 year kaya yan siya, or how many years mong hindi ginawa yan? All the negative energy nag-sets in na dyan. Especially kung nag-aaway kayo mag-asawa, immediately after, oh my God. Can you imagine if the couple quarrels in one room? You have to cleanse it, you have to let it out. Okay? The bathrooms, ganun din. Maraming listahan yan. Living room, dining room, kitchen, marami yan dito, gardens and driveways. We put this, in fact, as a tip last year, para mga garahe, storage rooms, yung mga sira-sira na mga gamit, for example, yung mga basag na mga plato na may mga chip, you have to throw it away because that actually is for poverty. You know that when you eat with a cheap glass, if I go to a restaurant, if somebody serves me yung may mga basag-basag, I don't want to eat that with that plate because that means poverty. Yung mga baso na may mga basag-basag, it's time for you to let it go. Okay? So ganun yan. And then what else? Syempre we have the auspicious food to be served. We're going to present that siguro when the time is near. February 12. So meron siya mga steps na dapat gawin. And then if you were not able to make a change like this December 31, January 1 New Year, prepare yourself. Because honestly, like what I said nga, the year is there's still some challenges ahead there. But then sabi ko nga, if we were able to surpass through last year, the hamak na 2021 is a better year naman. Because sanay na tayo eh.
Oh, pwede na tayo mag-heal,
Oo,
diba?
pwede na mag-heal, yes.
Yeah, so I think we are better off. And what else? Parang come on, bring it on,
True, yeah.
Bring it
My,
on. Naka-experience na kami niyan. Like we wear mask, of course, I mean, we travel. I mean, for me, if you ask me, I have violated every single, um, like I had to travel to the airport. I am inside the plane. I have to travel here in England. My kids go out every day. They come back from where. So, it's only a matter of time before I'll have it. But then
yeah.
sabi ko nga, uh, it happens when it happens. So I don't think too much of that because remember, if you keep thinking of these negative things, it becomes part of you. Do you know that our minds actually thinks at least 60 to 70,000 thoughts each day?
Oh,
So
wow.
when
That's a
you wake up
trivia.
in the morning and you think of the same problem that you had yesterday, right? And the day after, it becomes your reality. So dapat talaga you have to, that's why I do a lot of meditation. My day cannot start without meditation. Another topic na naman yan. How
Diyos
to
ko, ang
Yan.
start
dami
your
natin
day.
tao. Oh my
Overflowing
God,
with
overflowing. Magiging
information.
regular na si Miss
Yes.
Marites.
Oh my God.
It's called Miracle Mornings. I discussed this with Tito Boy Abunda. What do I do in the morning? Number one is, of course, I pray. Number two, I jump out of my bed and I brush my teeth and I wash my face because if I don't do that, matutulog ako ulit. And then I do my meditation, and then I do my exercise, and then I write my affirmations. Anything grateful. What am I grateful for the day? Everything. I have to write that. You have to
Oh,
do
wow.
this for 21 days. It takes 21 days to adapt to that habit.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm
Like,
telling
write the
you,
affirmation. Oh,
yes.
wow.
So if you keep doing that, it becomes a part of you. It becomes your habit. Kaya I always say this, every day people has to be inspired. People has to have to wake up with goals. What are your goals for the day? What are you thankful of? Instead of us thinking of other people's or nangyari sa buhay mo, the issues with the family, there's nothing you can do eh. There's nothing that you can do. Because as far as we are concerned, as a mother, as a head of your company, you have done your best to give it out, right? But
Yes.
if you were misinterpreted, if you were thought to be, you know, seen differently by others, what can you do?
True.
There's nothing
True,
you can
true.
do. So rather than fight with it and do the arguments, and siguro ano lang talaga, you just keep moving forward. Today is a new day, right?
Yes.
And over a glass
Yes.
or two, I
Oh,
thank
my
you for
God.
bringing me in.
Sobra. Grabe, it's an honor. And I'm a firm believer din, Miss Marites, na it's not an accident that we met. It's not an accident that I met
Yes.
Miss Pilar.
Thank you talaga, Pilar. Pilar is our
Naku.
angel.
Oh my God,
Yes,
thank
yes.
you so much. Grabe. Imagine mo, dami-daming natututunan ng lahat ng tao. Grabe.
Yes,
Meron pa tayong part 2 ha. Promise yan ha.
marami pa
Mamaya
yan.
i-message kita right
Yes,
after.
anything
Oo.
anything that we could help people because we are in a very good job, right? We are just
Yes, true.
disseminating good information to
Yes, oo.
entertain the people.
God uses us, no? To
Yes,
become an
so
instrument.
yes, it's a medium.
Yes,
And
exactly.
you are an inspiration also, guys. So thank
Oh
you for
God,
having me.
salamat. Sana magtagal pa. Yun nga yung ano ko sa'yo, kung sana magtagal pa kami.
Of
Sana.
course. Oy,
Oh.
ano ba tayo ha? We have to have a souvenir photo with this. Meron na ba
Oh
tayo?
yes, meron. Pero
Meron na ba
isa
po?
pa kasi kanina, malabo eh.
Ah, okay.
I think
Oo,
ngayon
oo,
mas maganda
oo.
to.
Isa pa ulit.
Isa pa, oh. Ang bait
Kasi
ng Diyos,
pixelized
oh.
kanina yan.
Oo, pixelized kanina. Ayan. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Thank you. Ay, ang ganda.
Thank you so much. Oh, Miss Marites, before tayo mag-goodbye, last message mo sa lahat, and of course, you plug everything, especially yung, ang dami nagtatanong, saan daw yung
Kung merong free shipping ba
may
daw
free shipping sa US,
sa
saan daw yung sa
Turkey?
Mega Mall, saan daw yung
I
mga
see.
stores mo. Oh, yes.
Okay, so thank you so much everyone for watching me here, and then you can always please follow me on Instagram, Marites Allen or Feng Shui Queen, and of course Friga Charm Life. There's a lot of information that are free that you can actually have. You can actually subscribe on YouTube, Marites Allen, and Friga Charm Life, because there's a lot of information you can get there. For your lucky charms, you can visit, if you're in Manila, you can visit our boutique at Friga Mega Mall. That's on the third floor, Building A. We also have a boutique at Friga the Black, fourth floor, Friga the Black at SM North EDSA. We also have a Friga boutique at SM City Cebu, but we are 100% shopping online since 3 years ago, and until, of course, moving forward at friga.co.uk. So, sa lahat po ng mga nanood, thank you so much. And keep the faith, keep the hope, always keep moving forward, because life is meant to, move forward and never backward. Okay, so
Maraming salamat.
when you wake up in the morning, always be thankful and grateful that we are in the company of our loved ones, or we have good friends that are surrounding us. And I always say this, that because we are alive, we managed to survive the pandemic last year. There is no issue why we can't also survive this year. But whatever happens, it is what it is. And sometimes the divine intervention would come in. But for as long as you can, for as long as you can hope for a better future, just keep the faith and keep the hope. I love you. Happy New Year!
Salamat, maraming salamat. Happy New Year! Pero last po, you forgot, Miss Marites, kung halimbawa gusto nilang magpa-full reading, magpa-feng shui, so where can they reach out? Yes.
Okay, so what they can do is actually they can send me a message, through you, of course, if you
Yes.
can. Sa
Yes.
US market, sila na yung aking mga agents.
Ayan!
Right.
Sige.
What we do, honestly, is that we can have, isang bagay na gusto ko i-share sa inyo mga kaibigan is, when you have your annual reading, it's called the destiny chart. All of us are born unique from each other, okay? Because we are all born on different hours, different day, different month, and different year. So all of this brings different forecasts personalized for each other. Yung kaninang pinag-usapan natin, mga general forecast yon, okay? But if you want a specific destiny reading to yourself, you can please email me at Friga, ilovefriga@gmail.com, or send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, Marites Allen, and then we can schedule that. So what we do is we do like this, like a video call. We can also, I think as I Love Friga, darling, is double G. I Love Friga.
Double G. Okay. Yes,
So, thank
Dorothy,
you.
ayan, pipila ka na
Yeah.
din.
And then you can actually go to maritesallen.com under consultations. And then you can actually book from there. So tama yan, ilovefriga@gmail.com. And then from that, we can do like a video call like this. You can send me your floor plan of your house. You can send me the address so I can see it from Google Maps as well. So anywhere you are in the world. And then sometimes nga I do manage construction, which is like they took lang a video live on WhatsApp video or Viber call, and then we can discuss na the floor plan as well. So it has been, honestly, if you ask me, my consultation even has like really more than double since the start of pandemic. So because a lot of people anywhere in the world know now how to contact you, and it's easier rather than before, they're gonna book it at the shop or at the boutiques or my office. But ngayon, it's much easier like this. So I can even manage my time, wala ng traffic. So,
True.
parang akong 24 hours operation.
Oh
That's
my.
kasi
24
our time
hours na.
zone. So what we did now is we hire a team, a call center team of agents to answer my Facebook and Instagram inquiries since the start of pandemic. So I even have to increase my manpower capacity for online.
Oh, wow! Kompleto? Natutulog ka pa ba, Miss Marites? Parang hindi na ata. Kasi
Kaya nga
iba-ibang, di ba? Iba-ibang oras.
It's strange, but I think because I enjoy what I do and I love what I do, so it's never work for me. It's never worked for me. I mean, it's always exciting when you talk to people, from different places, and they have different, inspirations. So it really like inspires me. So I think, like what you said, we are an inspiration to others, and we
are.
bring the best of each other. So
So
thank
blessed.
you.
We are so blessed. My God. Maraming salamat. Miss Marites,
Thank
ako
you.
alam ko busy ka, di ba? So,
I will always make
paano?
time for you, darling. The two
Yes,
of you.
yes. Paano pa-destiny reading? Ikaw,
Yes.
Max, pa-destiny
For
Yung
Destiny's
business
Child
na,
reading.
Of course. Kailangan natin clear. Kasi
Yes.
kailangan tayo yayaman. Yayaman pa ba tayo? May pera
Sa-
ba tayo 2020 or wala?
Kailangan ng yumaman.
Kailangan
oo.
na.
Para makatulong lalo sa iba. Yun din.
Yes, yun
Oo,
laman
oo,
yun eh.
oo,
Yeah,
oo.
pag ganun lang,
alam-
oh.
Yes, alam mo when people said that money is the root of all evils, to be honest with you, they doesn't have a clue what they're talking about. If you give it to me and bring it to charity and give it to people, a lot of people will be very happy, right?
True.
Yeah.
So when you have, when you have the opportunity to help, it's always good. So
True.
you make use of it for a better advantage naman.
Sana. I hope marami kayong natutunan at may part 2 po tayo. I'll message you, Miss Marites, for the dates,
Yes.
ha?
Okay.
2,
Thanks,
3,
guys.
4, I think. Ang dami. Grabe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Jcas. Yes,
Jcas,
close the art.
thank you.
Oo.
Yes, it's
Yes.
another inspiring episode here in OAGOT, and Happy New Year, everyone. Ogashans, don't forget to share this video amongst your friends, and also please like and follow us here in Over a Glass or Two in Facebook, Instagram, and also in Twitter, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Over a Glass or Two. Always
Yes.
put in hashtag OAGOT, OAGOT. Miss Marites Allen, oh my God, we love you so much. Thank you for
Thank you.
opening our minds for this more night, and also for inspiring us and giving us good advice. And also, alam mo, pag-hi pa lang natin sa umpisa kanina, ang ganda na ng aura mo, Tay.
Ang ganda. Ang ganda ng mukha mo, ang
We see it like,
Barbie.
we love talking to you, and thank you for being candid and helping out everyone here who was tuning in to Over a Glass or Two.
Oh, maraming salamat.
Oh, mag-cheers tayo!
Oh, cheers tayo. Oh, sige. Okay.
Remember, guys, amidst the pandemic, let's find ways to be happy. Let's all talk about it over a glass or two. Cheers!
Bye, Miss Marites.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, Ate Pilar. Thank you.
Thank you.
Message kita, Miss Marites.
Okay.